hear the ski show's canceled?
Yeah, it's a shame. It's the best part of the 4th.
I guess the adults just can't do it anymore. To be honest, it hurts my back just thinking about it.
I guess some traditions just can't last forever.
We can't have a 4th without the ski show.
I was really looking forward for today.
The 4th will never be the same again. Come on, guys, we can't let this happen. What are we gonna do?
I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna save the 4th of July.
Where are they going?
Who knows?
We got an emergency. Get everyone to the point.
Now! Right now!
Everyone, bring everyone.
So she thinks I'm cute?
Roxton!
I mean, get everybody to the point.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the first ever Lake Winnebago Ski Show live stream. My name's Ken Foley, and I'm honored to be your host and to be given the opportunity to guide you through our favorite day of the year and one of the greatest events anywhere in the country. Every year this community gathers to celebrate America and our independence with an amazing display of Midwest Americana. We kicked off the morning here at Arrowhead Yacht Club with the Kids Fun Run and 5K race, then filled the hill for the exciting boat races, cardboard boat races. In a few minutes we'll be presenting the annual ski show featuring 135 skiers from our wonderful Lake Winnebago Ski Club. After the show, the AYC Point will be buzzing with all kinds of kids' games and activities, including the popular turtle races. When the morning festivities wrap up, everyone normally either goes out on the lake for some water fun or back to their homes to barbecue, float, and celebrate with their friends. This evening, the entire community will reconvene out on the lake for one of the best community fireworks displays you will see anywhere. Friends, this morning you're in for a treat. The ski club has taken it to a new level, and we're broadcasting the show live so all of our friends and family unable to attend can join in and watch. It will also be available afterward for viewing. This is exciting because the people who put the show on never actually get to see it. The Lake Winnebago Ski Show is a culmination of countless hours of preparation, starting in the fall, continuing with planning all winter, and then practices from late May until today. This club, entirely made up of volunteers, is a well-oiled machine with dedicated parents and kids all working toward the same goal, a spectacle for everyone to see on 4th of July. Water skiing is a lifetime activity. It's something you can learn at any age. We have people who have just learned to people who've been skiing for 60 plus years. The youngest person in the show is Malia Dutro at 2 years old, and our senior member is Jim Elias, clocking in at a spry 74. The ski club is dedicated to supporting the water ski culture that has been a hallmark of this lake community. You won't find many lakes that are as ski-friendly as Winnebago. We're lucky to have a wonderful array of experienced skiers, from competitive champions to professional show skiers, that all work together to teach everything from just getting out of the water on 2 skis to climbing to the top of a pyramid and everything in between. Today you will witness many facets of this wonderful sport. In a minute we'll be going out live to the gazebo, where we'll begin the show with Jim Elias leading us in prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance. Then we will have our own Jordan Minders from the ski club leading us in the national anthem. That will be capped off by a flyover from the KC Flight Formation Team. This is a club made up of former military pilots and local amateurs. They can often be seen doing flyovers at Arrowhead Stadium. We're blessed to have a beautiful morning today for the show. The water is calm and the sun is shining. So now we're going to send you down to the gazebo for the opening ceremonies. I'll be back with you soon.
her a gift, and I don't want to take away any more of her time to sing our national anthem. But, now that I think about it, we're going to pause. We do have the American flag out there. This is your turn to say the Pledge of Allegiance. And when you're standing, put your hand over your heart or your lips, and listen with what you are saying. Is last. And it's last because he gave credit to a great Lord and Savior when we bestowed the trust into this country. So let's begin. I pledge my allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and with liberty and justice for all. Amen. All right, here comes Jordan, and for the rest of the day, just give God the glory. Great job. Welcome to the 2025 Lake Winnebago Ski Show. We have so much to cover today. Our opening way to go. But there's more.
I gotta go, Braxton.
We have great job.
Thank you.
We have so much going on, and I want to start by talking about our pilots. Thank you to our pilots. The flyover was the highlight. We have so much to be thankful for today, including our veterans that live right here in Lake Winnebago. The lead pilot. Military fighter pilot, U.S. Air Force A-10s and F-18s. Also in the lineup today, Spyro. He's flown our flyover a few years. Spyro has 2 confirmed magnet kills in Desert Storm. Thank you, Spyro. Here's what we're going to do here, guys. Do not try this at home. Today, we have 12 boats, 12 drivers. They're going to come up on a big lake here, get big air. Way to go, guys. Our jet skis today, Russ Schuster, Mitch Sealbury, Gavin Bechtel. Our boat drivers, though. Jeff Chili Davis. Uh-oh. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Well, the first ski show here at Lake Winnebago was in 1995. 2 of the people regarded as founders of the ski club are Kenny Dutro and Daryl Granzella. We'll be hearing more about them a little bit later. But they're credited with starting this whole thing. In fact, Daryl used to go door to door with a train whistle and call kids out to go skiing. We're hoping to have Kenny to interview a little bit later. Jim Elias, who gave the prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance, is our senior member of the team. He learned to ski at age 13 and learned to barefoot at age 15. He lived for years at Lake Tapawingo and ran the ski show there. He moved here in 2007 and has been actively teaching kids to ski in barefoot for years.
There's going to be 12 boats, 12 drivers, 4 of them are AWSA certified. We've got 76 skiers today, 55 volunteers. 7 of our skiers, by the way, are competitive skiers. We've got 8 skiers in our show that are on their first try ever. And we've got 2 guest skiers. Guys, we have 31 acts to share with you. We are doing dock starts today. They're all going to be starting, most of our acts are going to be starting on a dock inside of the cove. We're going to let these waves get cleared up just a little bit. That was a big opening act. By the way, don't try any of that at home. We do a lot of practice, walkthroughs, really focus on safety here. We've got, with 76 skiers, we probably have 50 ropes. So one of the things we have to do in between acts is get our ropes right. We've got to get our boats right. We've got to get our skiers right. So our next act is Brothers Ski Line with Rex and Max Smith. How about that opening act, everybody? Let's get hyped. They are up. Brothers Ski Line, Rex and Max Smith. Anytime you have 2 skiers behind a boat, it adds a whole new level of complication. Our ski boats today, all AWSA certified tow boats. Anna, let's get hyped, please. Oh my, oh my, wow. Guest DJ this year, Anna Long. Ski show director, Adam Fellows. Doing it one more time. They're up, guys. Our second act is up. Our driver looks to me like my driver is Zero, one of our 810 pilots we mentioned. Chad Carlton driving. We've got Rex and Max Smith, and they're up. Hey, dads, if you just moved out to Lake Winnebago and you just bought a $150,000 ski boat, look at the way Chad's driving right there. He's going 12 miles per hour. Really easy. Don't yank their arms out. Take it easy. But they're up there on training skis. I love this. So we got...
So out on the water there we have Rex and Max Smith, Ski Line. They're going 14 miles an hour behind the boat. They just have those training skis for kids to learn on them. They're doing an awesome job out there. That opening act was barefooters Chanley Allen, Aiden Mullins, and Liza Williams. We had plow boats, Amy and Mark, and then on the jet skis we had Russ and Gavin. What a great opening act. So as they come around the home stands, next group's getting ready.
Are you hot? I got cookies.
comes the next group off. This is a youth ski line going 16 miles an hour. This is Isabella Adams, Addison Mullins, Ashton Minders, Millie Sharash, and Kinsley Shaw. They're looking good out there. They're all on 2 skis. They'll be coming around out here.
Okay, I'll be there in just a second.
Not easy. So in this environment, safety guys, our drivers go nice and easy turns. This is smooth.
Out on the lake right now is the youth ski line going 16 miles an hour. Isabella Adams, Addison Mullins, Ashton Minders, Millie Sharash, Kinsley Shaw. These tiny tots are working their way around the lake. It's fun to see the little kids out there learning to ski. Coming around the stretch. What a fun day out here at Lake Winnebago. We've been doing this since 1995. It's one of the greatest things around. We have such a great time. The shore is lined with thousands of people here today. It's really fun. Right, here they come back around. Right, by the home stands. So that next youth ski line, that was the boys out there. Pierce Bechtel, Brooks Haberberger, Ryan Emerine, and Pierce Burns. They're out there shredding it out. They're a little bit pretty adventurous out there behind the waves at such a young age. We like to start the show with a lot of the young kids working it. Okay. The next group coming out is the youth ski line 3. This is Ava Vile, Marlo Marshall, and Emma Smith. Coming around. We practice every Monday and Tuesday out here from about the end of May until today to get this show ready. And it's a very well-oiled machine. We have the kids do a lot of repetitions. We teach them new skills. And we have new skiers out there who just want to learn to be on two skis. But as they progress through the summer, they get better and better at all the different skills that they're doing. So we like to get kids out there who are just beginners, everything from that to more experienced slalom skiers and ballet skiers, and you'll see all that as we go along. So these first 3 ski lines, just some basic skiing, but if you've never done it, it's not as easy as it looks. These kids make it look pretty simple. We've got a lot of great teachers out here who like to teach it too. And of course, none of this would be possible without our boat drivers. All of our boat drivers are USA water ski and wakeboard certified drivers. We have 12 certified drivers at the lake here. They take an 8-hour course and have to stay current every few years. Today's drivers are Chad Carlton. We give him call signs. He's call sign Zero. Tim Allen, call sign Yard Sail. Mark Minders, call sign Brokeback. Amy Sharash, call sign Commando. Jeremy Bechtold, call sign Jayhawk. And Dylan Strom, call sign New Guy. Our safety boat and Sea-Doo drivers are Jonathan Bechtel, call sign Yellow Jacket, Mary Williams, call sign Flagpole, and Ruthie Paulson, call sign Wakemaker. All right. So now we have a human harness act coming up. This is Michaela Reganovich, Liza Williams, Amy Myers, and Peyton Fellows. Now behind the boat, they have harnesses on, and so they have their hands free, and they can do all kinds of stuff with their hands. They have to be tied to a special release on the boat so that they can be let loose if anything goes down, because the harness would drag it through the water. So the spotter has to be on call to release them if any of them go down. Here they come, coming around the corner. You'll see that they have harnesses around them that pull them through the water. In the middle you have Liza carrying Peyton. Do a little bit of climbing on those harnesses. Mentioned the release that the spotter has to have for the harnesses. We really focus a lot on safety out here at Lake Winnebago Ski Club, because it can be a dangerous sport. It's a lot of fun, but it can also be pretty dangerous. One of our skiers, Macy McBride, told me the story where she lost track of where she was and went full speed into the dock one time. She still has the dent on her leg to prove it. So we're always being careful about the safety on the lake. So that's really important to us, and so we have a lot of parents who are involved in making sure everyone's safe. We love to see the teenagers embrace the idea of teaching the younger kids. We have a lot of great teens out here who are very giving for the younger kids, teaching them things, letting them climb on them at certain events. It's just really fun to see that growth of the ski club from the young ages, and then how helpful the teenagers are, and then they turn into the adults who are teaching the kids to ski. So it's really fun to see that out here. There it is, the human handle. We have 4 skiers today that had never skied before this year. That's always fun. So they're skiing in their first ski show and in the first year of learning how to ski. I love bringing new kids into the sport. I'd like to give a shout out to our Lake Patrol. They keep us safe all summer and helping people out. They tow people in, help people if they run out of gas, but also enforce our rules out here. And we have 6 great patrol members. Mariah Thompson's our patrol manager, Joey Beaver, Ty Bleckinger, Zach Paul, Dak Bates, and Jackson Scheidt. They just do a great job out there. So when you see the Lake Patrol, be friendly to them, wave to them, thank them for what they do. I mentioned Kenny Dutro and Daryl Granzella. Daryl was the one who started the Water Wizards, which are now known as the Lake Winnebago Ski Club. He used to go, I said he used to go door to door with a train whistle, call people out to ski. He was also known to tape fireworks to a helmet on his head while he skied on the fort. Everyone knew him and loved him. 2 generations of his family are skiing in the show today. We hope he's watching, and we say thank you, Daryl. Here comes Christian Sharash making a run on his trick ski. Amazing skier, Christian. Flipping all over the place. He's a fan favorite out here. One of our best skiers. Kenny Dutro is still an active member of the community. He was one of the founding members of this ski show. He was credited with starting the first ski show. And he's got 3 generations of his side of the family in the show today. He's probably out on the lake on his pontoon boat terrorizing people with his fire hose contraption, but if we can get him to stop by a little bit later, we're going to try to sit down and ask him about that first ski show. So we're happy to have Kenny Dutro out here today, one of our founding members of the ski club. We'd like to thank our VIP sponsors for today's event: Anchored Up, State Farm, Don Clement's office, B&L Plumbing, Max Docks, and Tim and Ruthie Paulson. Now we've got a little 2-1 pyramid coming out. This is Brooke Bechtel, Annabelle Atkins, and Fletcher Bechtold. And we're so happy to have so many pyramids going up today. You'll see several of them as the day goes on. It's really a different thing to climb on people when you're out there on skis. So the people on the bottom are on skis. They're called the bases, and then we have the climbers. So we have 2 bases and a climber on these 2-1s. They all start coming off the dock, and then they climb up. Let's see, there's our pyramid up, our first 2-1 pyramid up. The ropes are, the top rope is a little bit longer than the others, so the pyramid can lean back. It's really fun to see kids go up on those pyramids. We have them climb on the shore first before we put them out on the water. First of all, they have to be a good enough skier to have someone climbing on them, but we tie the ropes to a pole on shore, and then we have them climb on land so that they can sort of get the mechanics of going up. They step on the hips and then the shoulder, and they get up there. And then we try it out on the water, and we're so thrilled that many of them got up this year, and so they're in the show. And we want to progress that to make bigger and bigger pyramids as they get older. Pyramid, boy, they did a great job. Nice job, pyramid. When they get to the end, they jump off the top. Just a nice little splash landing. They don't try to climb back down. Just like they jump off the back. The next one up is what we call spider monkeys, and this is where we have some teenagers on the bottom, on the base, and they do what we call a hug start off the dock with the little one, giving them a bear hug, and then they stand up above them as they go around the lake. So the spider monkeys are Mason McBride, Viv Kelso, Isabella Adams, Charlotte Smith, Addison Mullins, and Addison Conrad. And Addison Conrad is this year's 2025 Ski Club Scholarship winner. We're happy to award a scholarship every year for one of our outstanding skiers who's been active in the club. So Addison Conrad is the winner this year. As they come around, you'll see they're still in the bear hug. As they get closer to the home stands, they'll climb up there and do little acrobatics with those little ones. They're coming around. I'm sure I know some of the girls out there who are holding the little ones at some point had someone holding them, the spider monkeys. It's again a fun graduation of how they go through all the different events here in the ski club. Here they go, they're going to start to go up. The little one stands on the rope. They do sort of an arabesque above the skis. They're coming around to the home stretch now. Here they go. There they are, spider monkeys, doing a great job.
Don't ask me anything too difficult. Get it?
Want a drink? All right. As they get ready for the next act, we have a special guest who just came into the booth. Kenny Dutro, one of the original founding members of the ski show, is here. Kenny, what a pleasure to have you here.
It's great to be here. Favorite holiday of the year.
So tell me about that first year.
I think it was in 1997, and Jimmy said 95. He wanted to make it a special 30th year or something, but there was a guy that lived out here, Randy and Dolores Stafford, and Randy grew up at Lake Lotawana, and they did ski shows for the Army Corps of Engineers at all the, like Tuttle Creek and the Corps Lakes around the Midwest, and they were just hellions. They tore up boats. They were great. And I think Randy might have done it a year or two before me, but it was so difficult to get people to show up because, as Jimmy said, we didn't have internet. I think we had cell phones, but no messaging, no emails, or if they did, I didn't know how to work it.
I'm going to interrupt you for a second because I want to introduce this ballet line that's out there before they're done. So out here on the water, we have the ballet line. This is Zoe Williams, Everett Kirkpatrick, Jillian Kirkpatrick, Ella Sharash, and Zoe Adams. Look at that ballet line. They're on a wide ballet ski. Sorry, Kenny, back to you.
I got a better view here than I do up there. I don't know, but Randy was instrumental. Randy said, I'll teach the kids how to do it, but you have to organize it. So I would start calling everybody, and it was difficult. Nobody would ever answer the phone, or they weren't home, So please show up to ski.
The story was that Daryl used to go around with a train whistle and call kids out to ski. Is that right?
I'd go wake up my daughter and Kelly's daughter Heather and just choo-choo, and then just drove them nuts.
Some minders told me that we called out.
And I still have a choo-choo whistle, and we got it out the other morning for Jordan. She's 36 years old. Maybe not. No, I better think about that.
How many acts you suppose were in that first couple shows?
I have a bunch of the programs. They're probably like 15 to 20. Yeah,
15 to 20. We're up, in the 30s now. And
Yeah.
And everything has just progressed throughout the years. Well, we sure appreciate what
talent
you did
level
to start this thing, because this is one of the greatest events anywhere.
It's been fun, yeah. It's been fun.
You're going to be out on the lake spraying people today?
You bet. I got the fire hose rigged up. I'll be by your house.
We love that. Hey, Kenny, thanks for stopping by. It's really great to see you.
Yeah.
We appreciate everything you did for the ski show.
Thank you. I just want to say
Yeah, you
special
say
shout out to the Eagle Burger family, the Schindel family. They were always such a big help, and they had lots of kids, so that helped a lot. And they could ski. There's several other people I could go on, but anyway, it's been a fun time.
Well,
So,
I appreciate it.
thank you, Ken.
Hey, thank you, Kenny.
Yeah.
Take good care. That was Kenny Dutro. He's just a fixture here at the lake. Everyone loves him. Got this thing going back in the 90s. Out on the water right now is the wakeboard line. This is Knox Wilkerson, Colette Schuster, Carly Wilkerson, and Noah Dahmer. It's a little different skiing than wakeboarding. A lot of our kids really enjoy wakeboarding. It's a very different feel. You know, when I'm sort of a regular slalom skier, was not much of a wakeboarder. I can do it, but I don't really like it as well. But the big difference is when you're slalom skiing, your edges are left-right, and when you're doing a wakeboard, they're toe-heel. First time I started doing a wakeboard, anytime I got in a little trouble, I'd go to right-left and just catch an edge and fell on my face. So it's sort of an interesting skill to learn. You got to I guess the difference between snow skiing and snowboarding. But we got a lot of kids doing wakeboards out there, and they're really good at it. So we got that wakeboard line out there right now coming around. Hitting a little bit of waves on the way back, but they're able to ride them out with their knees. Yeehaw! There they are.
What we're gonna do?
All right. Well, the next act up is something really cool that they've done for the first time this year. Now that we have the harnesses, we have some skiers who decided we're going to do a train. So we've got a 4-person train going up next. And this is, they have a harness hooked on the first 3 people and a rope to the last one. And they just pull 4 people out of the water in a big train, one behind the other. Wait till you see these coming around. This is Kimber Goppert, Gavin Bechtold, Mitch Sealbreed, and Hayden Mullins. A 4-person train. First time we've done this out here. Awesome to see these kids doing the new things like that. There's a lot of weight behind that first person. That's Gavin Bechtold out in front. He's a rock star skier. We knew he could hang on. People are dragging behind him. The thing about the boat is what normally drags people on the road. You have humans dragging people on the road now. The boat takes the first person, and the first person takes the second, third, and fourth. So once they get going, it's a little easier. Getting out of the water is not so easy. I'm proud of these kids for doing this. We just started practicing it one day. They started with the 2-person, and they said, I think we can add a third. By the time we got to today, we had 4 people in line. So much fun to see. We really need to give a lot of recognition to one of our great leaders out here, and that's Adam Fellows. And you'll hear from him in a little video probably a little bit later, but Adam has been the ski show director for 9 years out here, and he's passing the torch after this year, but he is the heart and soul of this whole operation. He's the nerve center of everything that goes on for this show. And we just want to thank him for everything he's done for the club. We have a little video of him talking about what goes on to build the ski show, and so you'll hear from Adam a little bit later. He's just an absolute wonderful guy who has tons of patience with all the people, the volunteers and kids, and puts this whole thing on today. And it's just such a pleasure to work with him, and he'll still be around, very active. I think he wants to actually ski in the show next year, which I'm happy if he does that, because he never really gets to enjoy it because he's always working. So we want to give a big shout out to Adam. We got another pyramid coming up right now. This is Hannah Williams on the base. We got Allison Lansford climbing, Maddie Bile on a base. love seeing these pyramids go up. They may look all the same, but when you look at what goes into doing a pyramid, it's really difficult. We had a little bit of trouble getting out of the water, so they're going to reset that. Sure, go to it. All right, now let's hear from Anchored Up. Now out on the water, you're going to see Christian Shiraj. He's going to try to do it around the boat. Oh, he's out there on his trick ski again. I don't know if he's going around the boat on that or not. We'll make another trick ski pass. We're going to try to get that 2-1 pyramid back up. We have a little trouble getting over the wake over there. So we got our resident hot dog out there, Christian Shiraj. Trick ski is a short, wide ski with front and back binding. It allows you to have a lot of maneuverability out there. You can spin around, jump the wake. He does a lot of wake slips, you see. But it's easy to get air off the wake. We'll do it right there. He did a double wake jump. Now he's doing a side slide. Just a killer skier out there. Let's see him come around. He'll probably do a flip for the crowd, spraying the crowd right now. Oh yeah, spraying the dogs. Love it, love it. Way to go, Christian. Yeah, plays that wake very well. As I said, our ski club is very organized, and I want to give a recognition to our ski club officers who do tons of work behind the scenes. You know, they're getting everything set up so that the practices can go well and everyone's organized on when they're supposed to be where. And this year's ski club officers are Krista Minders, the president, Lynette Korn is vice president, Heather Foley is secretary, and Holly Page is treasurer. We're just so thankful to them for giving their time to this wonderful club so we can all enjoy it. Then outside of the actual board of officers, we have a lot of ski show committee members to make this actual show happen, not just the club stuff. The show committee chairs for this year are Adam Fellows, the show director, Mark Minders, technology, Holly Page, t-shirts, Amy Kirkpatrick, sponsors, Krista Minders, show practice director, Jared Cobian, dock manager, Ken Foley, pyramid captain, Carrie Schuster, costumes, Doug Lenny, equipment. Without all those people, this show is not the same at all. I have the pleasure of working with the pyramids. It's a passion of mine. 100 years ago, I skied at SeaWorld and did pyramids every day, so I know how to build them, and so I've been asked to teach people how to build, and so I've enjoyed doing that on land and on the water with all those kids that you see at our big pyramid later. So we got to see, is the 2-1 pyramid up? I think they're climbing it out there. This is the pyramid. This is I think Chanley Allen, Mason McBride, and Piper Caskey. Get them up and climb before they come around the home stand. There they are. They are up. My neighbor Piper Caskey up on the top. Love it. Two of our veteran teenager skiers down on the bottom, Chanley and Macy. Again, just teaching those kids so well. Yeah, waving to the home fans. interview. We've got our correspondents out there, Dayton Fellows and Liza Williams, going to be asking some questions of our skiers. Okay, so we'll go to that interview in just a second. Coming on the water right now is the Dutro family. I mentioned that they have 3 generations of Dutros in the show today. Here's the Dutro family. This is Ryan, Leah, Harrison, Alyssa, and Jordan.
All right, hey, we have water.
They're climbing on each other.
You guys want
Got a hug start on the dock, shoulder start. Lots going on out there with the Dutros. They are a fixture of the ski world out here in Lake Winnebago. There they are, climbing up. Look at that.
Try to bring him down to Grandma and Nani at some point. Oh, she does? Oh, well, yeah. Little Grandma.
There they are. They're up on shoulders, coming around. And there's our youngest participant, Leah Dutro, at 2 years old, out there on the water, fearless. Love it. Keep mentioning all the people involved in putting this together, but there's 3 more that are just instrumental, and with the show just doesn't happen without them, because they do the little details at practice. And those 3 people are Crystal Minders, Leslie Mullins, and Jared Cobian. They just they organize the dock, they get people in line, they organize the shore coaches, they just organize everything that goes into that. So we're just so thankful to them. A little bit of history about Lake Winnebago, which I looked up. I'm just interested to see a lot of what went into here. It was founded in 1963 and originally consisted of 263 acres. Very small. The lakefront lot in 1964 was $3,500. Imagine that. There were only gravel roads originally, and there was no city water in the 600 block. It was fed by a cistern, I guess, for those houses. In the early 70s, the lake ran dry and the city went bankrupt. The docks were literally in the mud. A group of residents banded together to save the community, and then there was that horrible Kansas City flood of 1977, and I guess the silver lining of that horrible event was that the lake filled back up. And it's been filled ever since. It was dry for a couple of years in the 70s. This is called the daddy-daughter totem. What do we got? Up there. Oh, that's a 2-1. Oh yeah, that's a 2-1 pyramid with some people as wings. Jackson and Max Vivona as wings. There we go. Yeah, that's Hannah Williams, it's Allison Lanstra, Maddie Weil on the pyramid, and Jackson and Max Vivona on the wings. Awesome job, you guys. Alright, we're going to go to the interview.
Everyone, I'm here today with the Human Handle Axe, Gavin Bechtold. What does it take to get everyone off the dock, to get the line going, and to keep it up?
It's kind of difficult, but it's not that hard. You just the boat needs to go slow. It's a slow dock start for each person. It gets a little bit faster as you go on.
Awesome. Okay, and for the whole group, what does it take in practice and during the show to get this act going on the water, how difficult is it for you guys to pull each other out?
So it's really just about communication with the boat driver and communication with each other, making sure everybody's all good with everything. The speed's right, and the boat driver's doing a great job.
All right, back to you.
All right, that was our interview team. Now we're going to go out and once again our hot dog, Christian Sharash, is going to do the round the boat. Now this is a great coordination between driver and skier.
It's just the thing
And to be honest, it has more to do with the driver than the skier. This is Christian Sharash, and the boat's driven by Amy Sharash. And the Sharash has been a fixture out here on the ski show. You'll watch, they get up to speed, and Christian will whip out to the side, and then Amy will swing the boat around and go the other way, and Christian will go all the way around the boat. It takes a lot of coordination between the driver and the skier. You gotta get that thing up to speed, kill the engine and turn it, and get going the other way so that the slack in the rope doesn't go. It's gonna go around again. Love watching him do this. Here she goes, she'll get up to speed. He's gonna cut outside, do a crack the whip. He goes in his Evel Knievel outfit. Alright, here he goes, cutting out. You can see, she cuts the engine, turns it the other way, and hits it hard. Never sinks in. Great job, you guys, doing your Sharashes. So much fun watching all these acts go. Okay, coming up we have a daddy-daughter totem act. It is just what it sounds like. It's a totem pole. Kids go off the dock on dad's shoulders, and they climb up to stand up on their shoulders like a totem pole. We've got Addison, we got Ashton and Mark Minders, and Annabelle and Corey Atkins. They'll be doing the totem pole.
Give it a big round of applause for Christian.
What a big crowd we have today. It's a beautiful day. Plenty hot, but there's a decent breeze going. The AYC is packed with people. It's always fun to see everyone come out. The whole community comes together. They bring their friends out here. This is a destination for July 4th. Like I said at the beginning, it is the greatest day in the country anywhere. All right. One of our sponsors, we're going to put up their logo right now, Max Docks. They've been just great out here. They come out, people, they'll replace docks, fix docks, they build them on the lake and float them out to your lot. Just a great company that does great work, and you probably, I'm going to be guessing because I just don't know, but I bet half the docks out here you put in by them. So, we're so happy that they're one of our sponsors. Support Max Docks, and then you do dock work. All right, here comes the totem pole. Daddy-daughter totem pole's up out on the water. Look at them get up there on the shoulders. They love it. Waving. We're having a great time today. We got 6 cameras rolling and a drone. You'll see the drone footage is just really awesome to see from up above, see what's going on out on the lake. And we're just having a great time doing this live stream this year. It's a new thing for the club, but we're really excited about it. We hope it's coming off well, but it's going to be a great legacy for the people who are in it. They'll be able to watch it 30 years from now, show their grandkids, hey, those spider monkeys back when I was 6. Anyway, just a fun part of the day today. I want to, we're going to have a little video in a little bit, but I want to recognize someone who's just been so important to this community. A shout out to Dan Mears, Lake Winnebago resident. He just retired after 35 years as the KC Wolf, the amazing mascot of the Kansas City Chiefs. Dan started his run in 1990 and has brought his incredible energy to the position. Lake Winnebago is grateful for all the time he has given to our event over the years. We have a little thank you video for him, which you're going to see in a little bit from the ski club.
Congratulations on your retirement after 35 years as KC Wolf. Your energy, heart, and humor has made a lasting impact on not only Kansas City, but right here at Lake Winnebago Ski Show as well. We're grateful to have shared part of the journey with you, and we celebrate everything you've brought to the field, the water, and beyond. Wishing you all the best in this next chapter.
Thanks, KC Wolf.
Thanks, KC Wolf.
Thanks, KC Wolf.
Thanks, Casey Wolf.
Thanks, KC Wolf.
Thanks, Casey Wolf.
Thanks, KC Wolf.
Thanks, Casey Wolf. Go Chiefs!
Thanks, Casey Wolf.
Thank you, Casey Wolf.
Thanks, Casey Wolf.
Thank you, Dan, and thank you, KC Wolf, for all the time and energy you've given to our community and to the whole Kansas City area. We are proud to call you one of our own. Thank you, Dan. This is just such a wonderful community. My wife and I moved out here in 2019. Our daughters Bria and Jilly. We have experienced, when we first experienced this ski show and the 4th of July out here, we just knew we were part of a special community that believes in holding each other up and giving for the common good. Today you'll see that on display everywhere around the lake. It's just a wonderful celebration of community and our country and independence, and we're just thrilled to live in a place where we can celebrate like this with everyone. It's just an amazing place. We're so blessed to live here. Now the dad's line's coming off. These are our macho men coming off the dock. Dad's line is Bobby Pavona, Matt Lanstra, Dan Ward, Jared Cobian, Brian Page, Adam Haberberger. Here they come around. We lost a couple off the dock, but hey, you know what? Still off there pretty good. We got 4 out of 6. These guys are looking good, carrying the flags, representing for the dads. Most of the time the dads are driving the boat, so a lot of times we don't get featured in the skiing, but it's fun to have the dads line out there. Here they come, here they are. Many of the acts today are doing dock starts. There's different ways you start. Most common way is a deep water start. That's how you learn to ski, where you're down in the water and the boat pulls you out of the water. And many of the acts today start down in the water, but what we try to do is we teach people to graduate up to what's called a dock start, and that's where you sit on the dock and then the boat takes off as the line gets tight, and you just stand up on the water on the dock. It takes a little bit of coordination and timing, but it's really fun to do once you learn how to do it. But all the things where we have people climbing, they have to take off on the docks. They take off the dock with someone on their shoulders, so it does take a lot of coordination and strength from the dads. I'm going to go down to our Broxton event interview.
Hi, I'm Broxton Fellows here with Fletcher Bechtel. Fletcher, what does it take to put such an amazing act together like the 2-1 Pyramid?
Hard work and dedication. We take practice very seriously here.
That's a great answer. Thank you. Back to you, Ken.
All right. We got the next group coming out. Oh, a little tough off the dock there. I think we have a 2-1 pyramid getting ready to go. So we'll try to get them reset.
Need to find a dad for the dad line. Yeah.
I talked a little earlier about the boat drivers. I'm actually one of the boat drivers here on the ski club, and when we go through that training, it's a pretty intense online training for like 8 hours, doing tests and you know, learning all the stuff about that. I'll talk about that in a little bit. Right now we're going to go to a little video with Adam Fellows, our show ski director, talking about what goes on behind the scenes.
The ski show is the biggest event of the year. Everyone looks forward to the 4th, so we have to make sure that we do a good job for our community and make it bigger and better every year. That means that we have to have more volunteers, we have to have more planning. This year our first meeting was actually January 29th. There was snow everywhere. And then, you know, we hit the ground running from there on. The ski show gets bigger and bigger every year. Last year, I think we had around 134 participants. That means that, you know, the volunteer number goes up, the kid skiers, most of our skiers are under the age of 18, which really makes it cool because we're trying to put on a professional caliber ski show, but we're doing it with, you know, sometimes people that are just learning how to ski. We realize safety needs to be our #1 priority. So we partnered with USA Water Ski. Everybody has USA Water Ski insurance now. And we also sent our drivers to become driver rated for USA Water Ski. I think we have 12 USA Water Ski drivers now that are currently certified. And we actually have 4 Class A rated drivers. Those are trained specifically for show skiing. So we've really taken a lot of big steps to increase the safety for our skiers and our boat drivers as well. Every year we add something. This year was our biggest add. In fact, it was probably a bite that was maybe a little bigger than we thought when we bit it off. We added the live stream this year, which to me is a real cool thing for a few different reasons. One, just to allow people that are not here at the lake, extended family, friends, to be able to see the kids and showcase what they're capable, but also so these kids can keep this video indefinitely. And when they're, you know, grandparents someday, they can show their grandkids this video and all the cool things they did, which to me is probably the most important reason we're doing it. The ski show can definitely be stressful. There's a lot of moving parts. It starts all the way back in January. But then we've got 6 weeks essentially to put this together. We don't get in the water until the end of May, and this year we had 2 rainouts, which it just kills us because we need to have as much time on the water as possible. Trying to put together an 1.5 to 2 hour long show with people that sometimes are just learning to ski, that can be very stressful. But come the 4th, all the stress is worth it. Everybody's smiling, having a good time, and it's something that I look forward to every year.
Now out on the water, we have the Hayes brothers. They are a fan favorite every year. Watch these guys fly on their wakeboards, and I mean fly. You want to see guys jumping double wake, flipping around. It's these guys. They are fearless, and they are amazing.
4 of us made it all the way around, and they beat us.
They come back around. They like to fly over the wake. Spin around, do flips over the top. Here they come, big old wake. Great. Okay. All right. All right, so back to boat training. These guys, and I was included, we take a huge online class to learn all the safety things and everything like that. And then we get out and we have to do on the water test to get our certification, and then we have to re-up it every couple of years. We've had some of our drivers who've gone down to special training for show training, and they get what's called an A license. And so we have several of our guys who are pulling today who have that A license, just to learn to do different tricks and all kinds of stuff that's involved in show. So it's really a lot of fun to pull, and we pull different acts, and we're really trying to teach boat driving as well as skiing out here. And you know, the more you do it, the more different acts you pull, the better you get at learning how to go do the dock starts, do the timing of that, and how to pull little kids versus adults. And it's quite a lot of fun, and it's something you continue to learn throughout your life, and just like skiing. But we're really grateful to all our boat drivers. They give tons of their time and energy and their boats to this wonderful ski club. So we've just got a great crew out here, and I'm proud to be one of them. So when you see the boat drivers, give them a hug. All right, coming up, we have the Hayes brothers. Boy, they fly around out there, don't they? That was a lot of fun. I think coming up we have another pyramid that reset. Let's see if we got going here. Coming off the dock. Okay, we're going to go to an interview right now with Broxton. It's a couple of the dads live. Our goofy dads have come to the shore to see Broxton. We're going to go to him right now. All right, Broxton, off to you.
Hi, I'm Broxton. I'm here with two dads from the Dads Line. Dads, how do you think your act will compare to the Moms Line coming up?
Well, they are way prettier than we are, but we are so more talented than what they are, so we'll be way better than they did.
Absolutely. We had 4 make it around the lake. We lost 2 guys early, but 4 made it around. We'll see if they can beat 4.
That's great. Thank you for your answers. Back to you, Ken.
All right, yeah, there's some of the goofy dads. That's what we have to deal with out here. Doing a heck of a job, dads. Way to go. All right. All right, so next we have Grease Lightning, tribute to Grease with Heather Foley, Lynette Korn, and Peyton Dahmer. They're going to be doing some over-unders on some slalom skis. Going off the dock here, dressed in their Pink Ladies and T-Birds outfits. Tribute to Grease. Happens to be my wife as well. I think she might be Rizzo. I don't know. She probably thinks she's Sandra Dee, and I'm going to get in trouble when she sees this. Folks getting ready over there. Ready to go off. They're going to do a deep water start on the slalom skis. You see Peyton out to the side, and then they're going to cross under. As they come across, they'll do a couple of cross unders for the crowd. These boats are pretty powerful. To pull 3 people deep water on slalom, they got a lot of power. But all our boats are pretty solid. Just they're basically built for this. These 20-foot ski boats, 21-foot ski boats. That's what it's all about. Getting skiers out of the water. Now they're down on their deep water start, getting ready to go. Boat's going, and they're all up, and they're coming around. So what you'll see that the 3 lines are at different lengths, and the longest line is Peyton's line, because Lynette and Heather are going to be going underneath. Lynette will be going underneath Heather's line, and Heather will be going underneath Peyton's line. I think, or else they just go back and forth. But you'll see that they're at different lengths, because if you have them at the same length, you can't go under, because you're going to bang into each other. Here they come. See them out there. Grease regalia. Here they come. And we got Tim Allen on the boat out there. Nice crew from Mastercraft. Alright, here they come. They're playing Grease Lightning on the speakers. Coming around. We'll do a cross under for you. Let's see what they got here. Here we go. fans around the home stretch. All right, here we go. I think they're going to be coming under. Heather will have to lift up her rope. Yep, there goes Lynette underneath. And one underneath.
I'm gonna get
Peyton, see
I
that?
think I'm just gonna go.
Awesome. We're going to go to one of our sponsors now. State Farm, Don Clement.
Lake Winnebago is lit this 4th of July. Fun's in full swing. But is your insurance ready? With Don Clement State Farm, we've got you covered, land and lake. Thank you, Ski Club, for all your hard work and awesome skills. Stay safe, stay insured, and happy 4th of July from all of us at Don Clement State Farm.
Thank you, Don and State Farm, for their sponsorship today. For all your insurance needs. Don Clement. Now we got Truman Brulette, who is going to try to be like Christian Sharash and go around the boat. We are thrilled that he's been doing this, and he's had a lot of luck doing it. We're going to wish him the best here as he goes out. He's on a couple of jump skis there. He's got Amy Sharash, the expert around the boat driver, out in front of him. He's been working on this all summer. We're thrilled that he's trying it. Let's see how he does. Come on, Truman. Truman's sort of fearless out there. Here he goes. All right, they're going to get up to speed. All right, he's waving the crowd. He's pumping everyone up. Way to go. Truman. 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 Truman.
They probably took it
There
back.
you go. Now, here he goes. Let's see if he got it. He's cutting outside. All right. Go, Truman. Okay, here he goes. They're turning. Uh-oh. Let's see. All right, let's see. Oh, we almost got it. We'll pull him up again. We'll give it another shot. He was so close.
Yeah, I said it right here. I said on the back.
All right. Get Truman out of the water again. I think he's probably going to give it another shot.
Don't take over there.
It's not an easy thing to do. You have to be going pretty doggone fast to get around that boat. And when you got an adult like Christian doing it, he can get a lot of force. And with Truman is smaller, with less weight, it's harder to get going as fast. So he has to really cut outside. He did it a couple times the other day and practiced really well. So we're gonna hear from one of our other VIP sponsors, B&L Plumbing. We're so happy our sponsors have helped us out.
No, I don't.
We're really thrilled to have so many great sponsors this year.
Did you see someone take a headset right?
Oh, it's on your back. Whoops. Oh my god.
All right, so now the next event is the hot dogs. Love the hot dogs.
I know we were so good.
That's Lake Lenny and Fletcher Bechtold. They're doing trick skis. And these guys have really worked on their trick skiing. They're both competitive skiers, and one of the three events that you do when you're in competitive skiing, you do slalom course, you do trick skis, and you do jump. And so these guys have gone out and competed in 3 event competitions, have really started honing their skills on the trick skis. So you're going to see some neat acts from them. We're going to get Truman around. Okay. Bring Truman back in.
Well, not just came back.
So we'll bring Truman back to shore, and then we'll get these trick skiers going. All right, here he comes back in. Truman's sort of a fan favorite. So we'll have, like I said, after the ski show, there'll be a bunch of events up here, a lot of kids' games and relay races and all kinds of fun stuff. It's just a day when everyone gets together out here. We all do our own thing sort of in the middle of the day with a lot of water sports going on, but a lot of just cove activities, people having barbecues at their house, people floating out in the in the cove. Just a lot of just great community spirit. And then we'll all get together again tonight for the fireworks, and there will be more boats on this lake than you can imagine. And it's a really amazing fun night, and our city puts on an amazing fireworks display. All right, coming around, here's Fletcher and Lake on trick skis throwing hot dogs to the crowd. Oh yeah, if you haven't eaten lunch, here's your chance. I love it. More hot dogs. Oh my gosh, funny. Now they're doing some tricks. Oh. Yeah. We have Paul. Anyway, the hot dogs on trick ski. What a beautiful day here at Lake Winnebago. Clouds in the sky, sunshine, light breeze. The water's pretty calm, which is good. Sometimes by this point in the show it gets pretty chopped up, and sometimes a lot of the events are hard to get it through the rough water, but we're lucky. We don't have a lot of wake today, so we're in good shape. A lot of people out along the shore watching today, cheering us along. It's just a great day in America. So the next event is really cool. These are some young people on saucers. They're these big round wooden or fiberglass discs. I don't know exactly what they're made of. We used to do them on wood because of plywood. But they get up on, go super slow, and they can spin around. But you're going to see they got different things on these saucers that they do. They can either stand on them, or they can sit on a chair, they can get on a stool. There's all kinds of things you can do up on a saucer once you get going, because they move really slowly and they're pretty solid. Watch this as you come around, it's really interesting. We got one just standing on it. I think we have a couple of stools. This is sort of amazing. Okay, the people in the saucers. Mitch Sealbreed, Gavin Bechtold, and Emmy Cobia. See, once they get up the plane on their saucer, they get their stools underneath them, and then they climb up onto the stool, get up on the side legs, and then they stand up on top of it. And most of the time they'll try to spin around on it, which is remarkable enough that you can stand up on the stool, but then to spin around on it is something else. You see them out there just standing on the saucer is hard enough. And they generally go about 10 miles an hour. This is probably the slowest event of all things out there, because you want it nice and slow so it's flat out there, and you don't have to go very fast because it's such a wide thing that you're standing on. The wider the ski or wakeboard, the slower you have to go to get it out of the water. That's why slalom skiers, you have to go a little bit faster because you have one ski that's narrow. Wider things, wakeboards and saucers. All right, they're both up on their stools now. Pretty amazing. Fun stuff out there. They've been doing that for a long time now. Getting to be veterans at it. Make it look super easy. I guarantee it's not. They spin it all. Sometimes they try to turn around on it a little bit. We'll see if they can do that when they get to the home stands. You can see the huge wake that comes from behind the boat because they're going so slowly. Alright, they're coming around the home stands. Oh, there went Emmy, did a nice little 360. Gavin with the 360. Oh yeah, Mitch. Yeah, way to go, you guys. Fantastic. Look at that. They make that look super easy. Wow. Way to go, you guys. We're going to go back to the shore to Ava Myers, who's going to do a little interview. We're going to go to her right now.
Hi, we're here with Mary right now, and was your favorite part of the ski show, Mary?
Probably seeing all my former students and family and friends. It's been great.
That's awesome. Thank you. Back to you, Ken.
All right. Thank you. You can see how many people are involved in this. There's family that's just so proud to see their kids doing this. And, it's such a fun thing because it's not sort of like a drop-off event like a lot of things that we do nowadays, because we see the parents coming to practice, hanging out with their kids, helping, even if they're not skiers, they're helping roll ropes and organize people. We have people that come, cook hot dogs and barbecue at practices. It's just a real family affair and a community thing every Monday and Tuesday night out here. And then after the ski show, we'll continue to have practices, and we'll have a couple of learn to ski nights through the rest of the summer, where you can just bring your kids and we'll teach them how to ski. We do is have 3 or 4 boats and load them up with 3 or 4 kids each and take them out to different parts of the lake and teach them to ski. A little different than our normal practices where we're going off the same thing, just going off the dock one after another. We'll take people out to different parts and teach them how to just actually ski for the first time. So it's one of the great things we do. Coming out now, here's the mom's line. They're doing a ballet ski. This is mom's line is Amy Kirkpatrick, Heather Foley, Kathy Cobian, Krista Minders, and Amy Sharash. You'll see that their foot is in the tow rope, the tow hold rope. They're on wide show ballet skis. Of course, again, those ropes are all hooked to a release on the boat, because if anyone falls, you need to pull the ropes off the boat, or else they'll be dragged by the leg, which we never want to have happen. So we will, they come around and they put that foot in the rope, and then their hands are free to wave around and hang on to each other. And it's just such a great type of skiing. Next up, we have a double pyramid. This is sort of awesome. We have 2 pyramids going off at the same time. This double pyramid, we got Aidan Mullins, Carson McBride, Shane Pearson, Mason McBride, Addison Conrad, and Jordan Minders. They're all going to go off on skis. They don't have to go on shoulders on this one. They're going to all go off on skis, and then they're going to climb up on the bases. Have 2 little pyramids going at the same time. 2 ones.
There's some over there.
Alright, we're getting ready. Coming off the dock. They'll be doing a 2-ski dock start. The climbers will have to drop both those skis once they get up on the water. We got 5 out of 6 up, so they'll be building 1 pyramid over to one side. 2 guys will be wingmen out there on the side. They get around the corner, heading toward the middle of the lake. They'll start to climb. Our pyramids always have to wait for a while till they get the straight water to climb, and that's because as they make that turn, there's a lot of weight. So when they get out to the straightaway, they can start to climb. So what they'll do is they'll drop 1 ski and put their foot up on a hip, and then they'll drop the other ski and put their foot up on the shoulder. They're climbing up. You can see them climbing right now. There they go. We've got them 2-1 up. Some 2 wingmen over there on the side. Very good. Coming around waving to you. Love these aerial views from the drone. Amazing footage to follow that thing right around and sort of see them as they climb, see what goes into it. Love that. Here they come, the home stands. Broxton, who's interviewing a couple of the moms after their amazing water line. The moms, water ballet, going to Broxton. All right, take it away, Broxton.
Hi, I'm here with two moms from the Moms Line. How do you think your act went, and do you think it was better than the Dads Line?
Oh my gosh, we were totally better than the Dads Line. Did you see any moms drop out there? The water was a little rough, but we did it.
Powered through.
Yeah.
We always look better than the Dads Line.
Those are some great answers. Thank you. Back to you, Ken.
All right. Way to go, moms. Oh, yeah. You did us proud, moms. Showed up those guys. Way to go. Awesome. All right, getting ready on the dock there. As you can see is our swivel skier. This is Katie Wheaton. Comes to Lake Lotawana every year to ski for us in our show. You'll see that she's on a ballet ski, but hers is a little bit different because her binding is a full swivel. It will go 360 degrees around. So you'll see as she comes around, she'll be able to spin around on that binding. The ski stays straight the whole time, but she swivels around on it. She'll go back to front, front to back, all the way around 360. You see her do all kinds of swivel tricks. Straight ballet ski. She comes around. You'll see she's doing it backwards. Backwards arabesque. She's turned her ski 180 degrees around. And then she'll come back around the other way. Nice aerial view of that. You can see her turn around. See, she's going backwards now. Not easy to do at all. You have to always keep that ski tip out of the water, so as you shift your weight a little backwards, you're always adjusting to make sure that you're leaning away from the boat. She's a great skier. I love having her on the show every year. A wonderful day out here. Everything's going really well. We're awful proud of our skiers. They work really hard. It doesn't always go great for them, but they're always willing to try again. If they wipe out, they'll jump right up there and try it again.
Did they get up?
That's one of the things that's really important. It's not always going to go perfectly, and you're gonna take your lumps sometimes, and you're gonna some days it works great, some days it doesn't. So you just gotta keep trying, keep getting better and better and better. We're just so proud of them every time they do it. So now, sort of the culmination and sort of the highlight of our show here as we get near the end is our big pyramid. We're just I'm incredibly thrilled to be able to be part of it as their coach, but we have just basically dads and daughters who are able to climb this pyramid.
Yes, Jared.
When I was at SeaWorld, we had professional skiers that climb this pyramid, and this is a 5-4-1 pyramid that is one of the same ones we used to climb at SeaWorld. And there's 5 bases. 5 climbers are on the shoulders off the dock. So when they get off the dock on shoulders, that's the first step. And then they climb up, and you'll have 4 across between the shoulders of the 5 dads, and then 1 who climbs up in the middle to a 3rd level. So this is a 3rd level 5-4-1 pyramid that we're going to build here in a moment for you. I'm really proud of this team. They've worked really hard to climb and to get off the dock. So we're happy to present that for you. So we had such a big group of sponsors. If you look at the screen here, look at all those sponsors that we have. We're just so grateful that we have so many sponsors. They help us buy new skis. They help us coordinate things. They helped us get this live stream together. All the sponsors have pitched in to make this day what it is, because we wouldn't be able to do it without. Talking to Kenny Dutro earlier, he said he had to beg people to come out and watch the first couple of years. So what it's grown into over the years is something else, and we really couldn't do it without the sponsors. So as you look at that list of sponsors there on the screen, just make sure if you have any needs that they can fulfill, that you use them. So thank you again to our sponsors. Now we're going to go down to the dock and watch them come off the dock to the pyramid. this is I think the hardest part. I mean, our climbers are amazing, and it's hard enough to climb this 541. But the hardest part is to get off the dock with 5 people on shoulders on 5 dads. So we're gonna watch them get off the dock and wish them well on that. So there's 3 different lengths of rope for this particular pyramid. You have the base ropes, which are the shorter ones, and then the mid, which is the 4 across on the top of the dad's shoulders. They're a little bit longer with a braid on it. They don't have a handle. They have a braid so that they can adjust up and down depending on how long they need to hold it. And then the top rope is a little longer braid rope, and they're coordinated with the mid ropes have blue handles and the top ropes have red handles, so that they know which one to grab when they're getting ready for the takeoff. So one of the keys is to have the right ropes for a pyramid, because if any of the ropes are the wrong length, you just get either pulled out the front or you have too much slack and you fall off the back. So the coordination of the ropes and the boat driver and the skiers is amazing on this. We have Chad Carlton, call sign Zero, who has been our pyramid boat driver. He's one of those that went down to that extra course and got the A license, and he's a former Air Force A-10 pilot, and he just approaches boat driving like a pilot. He's just constant. He's just really consistent. So he's been really great for the pull on the pyramid. So we're so thankful to him for all his work on this, because without the coordination of the boat driver with the skiers, it just doesn't happen. So we're going to be pulling off the dock here in a sec for our 541 pyramid, and we'll get ready to wrap up the ski show. We're just again, thank you to our sponsors, and I'm really honored to be able to host it today, and it's been a lot of fun. We've had some little kinks along the way, and hopefully as we go through the next couple of years, if we keep doing this, it'll just get better and better, and we hope you enjoyed watching it. We're coming off the dock right now. Here comes the ropes are getting taut. Here comes the coordination of the boat driver, right, blue, and we got some people down. So I think I'm sure they'll stop and do that again. Probably come around. I guess they're going to take. Okay, I think they're going to. Okay, I think they're going to. They're going to make. I think that we'll probably try to do that again. But they're going to. Yeah, they're coming back around. They're going to reset that again. It's difficult to get off the dock with someone on your shoulders is not an easy thing, and so it's just got to be perfect. It's got to be the perfect timing, and sometimes it just doesn't go right. We've had a lot of luck in the last couple of weeks of practice to get that done. Sometimes in practice it goes down, and you just never know. You got 10 people involved in getting off the dock, and any one little thing can go wrong. So we're going to reset that. Hopefully we'll get that thing going for you. It happened many times back in the day. It shows all over the place. It's just something that doesn't go right. But we've had a wonderful day here, and it's again, this is such a great event for our community. Everyone who comes out here is just smiling and laughing and having fun with their family and friends. You see people wandering around and just seeing everyone out on the shore here is just really wonderful. We're going to thank one of our other VIP sponsors, the Paulsons, who are just wonderful to donate to this wonderful ski show. So here's the Paulsons. Very grateful to them for their contribution to our show. So I think they're resetting on the dock. We're gonna try to get those 10 people out of the water. They got to get all the ropes re-rolled and all the people back on the dock, skis back on the dock. So we'll get that going for you. All right, let's go back to the dock and see what they got to do. So they're getting out of the water. Yeah, so you can see the dads are base guys are putting the skis on the dock. They use those wide show skis, but these skis have most of them have a jump boot on them, which is a much tighter boot than like the Mom's Line had. They have more of a show boot on them. The pyramid skis, they have like a higher ankle boot. They're like a jump ski boot, so they can really be solid in there. like they're on a show ski. So we have a bunch of special skis just for the pyramids. They got to get those back on the dock, get all the ropes back, and all the girls back on the dock. Let the water calm down a bit. I think the water's been pretty good for us today. Thankful for that. I'm watching the people wander around today, just getting food at the AYC. Just people set up tents along the shore. They bring their coolers, they bring their lunch. Just a lot of fellowship going on. They go from place to place, just seeing all their friends. I know that a lot of people out here, including us, we invite friends that don't live here out for this day because it's just where people want to be. And when our friends come out and experience it, they just really go, wow, what do you guys have going on? What do we have going on out here? It's something special that doesn't happen a lot of places. And all the events that go on out here are just really cool. I mean, not only just today, July 4th, but there's just a lot of things going on. We have a lot of special events at the AYC. We have weddings out here that's available in the wedding space too, so it's sort of a neat venue for that because some of the sunsets out here are amazing. So we like to go out on the lake at night sometimes and just float around and watch the sunset, go see friends. You'll see on a weekend, beautiful weekend day, you'll see 12, 14 boats tied up out on the lake, just everyone floating and having a good time. That's what we do out here. We just all have fellowship and hang out and live lake life, the best life. Now we're back down to the dock. Looks like they're setting up. You'll notice that Ava Meyer in the middle has a helmet on. We always put a helmet on the top person. I mean, it is all about safety because it is a little bit dangerous. And we coach them that if anything goes wrong, you have to fall out the back. Because if you go out in front, you can end up on a bunch of ropes and skis. So our climber to the top always has a helmet on for safety. Everything coordinated there. You have to get all the ropes just right so that there's no knots. They give all the ends of it, the tails of the rope to Russ Schuster, who's our spotter in the boat. He hooks them onto a lanyard, a carabiner that's hooked to a tether that goes to the pylon, so that they're all coordinated as one rope. You see, there's one rope that comes off the pylon that goes to a carabiner, and then all 10 ropes you put into that. You see that little lanyard, you see it floating in the water there. So now they're coming off the dock. Hold their coils, and then the boat driver sees when there's about 2 coils left and starts to fire it up. There we go. We're just about to get off the dock.
You're gonna get burned, Ron!
We got some now, we went down. It's a little tough. That's a bummer. I don't like everything right now, don't I? I know they work so hard. I know they feel horrible, but they're out there giving it their all, giving it their best. Sure hope they can. I know they're frustrated, and hopefully they're going to battle it out and get that pyramid up. It looks like they got all the ropes and skis set. Rope to the boat driver. All right, team, let's go. You got this. Skis ready. They're getting pumped up. I know they're digging deep. They're going to grit it out. Let's go, team. You got this. All right, here we go. Got it, team. Here we go. All right, they're up. And they're all up. Oh, yes. Very excited about that. Once we get off the dock, climbing is generally the easy part. It may seem like the climbing would be the hard part, but really, if we get 10 people off the dock, it's sort of a minor miracle for amateur skiers at a community ski show. So there you go, folks. Now they're going to come around toward the home stretch. We'll have this nice drone footage of it, and you can watch it climb. So what's going to happen is the inside people will make a 3-2-1. with Peyton going first, and she'll go in between Christian and Corey, and then Viv will go in between Christian and Ryan. There goes Peyton right there. Yeah, she's up. Now it'll be Viv, goes up between Christian and Ryan. Take their time. I always tell them, take your time. Now Ava's going to go all the way up. So we'll leave the outside two will wait till last. Ava will climb up right onto Christian's shoulders, and then she'll do basically a 2-1 like you saw earlier in the day with a lot of people right in the middle. Now this is not, you can see this is not easy. There goes Ava. She's going to take her time. Take her time. She's up. Now we have Kimber and Liza on the outside, and they will swing both legs over the inside shoulder of their outside guys, Jeremy and Dusty. You can see that Kimber's up. Now Liza's going to come over. And she's between. There we go. There's our 5-4-1, folks. There it is. That is not easy to do. Way to go, gang. Proud of that team. Coming home for the home fans. Look at that. Might as well be at SeaWorld. Lake Winnebago Ski Show, friends. Right there. That is a combination of a lot of hard work. They will probably do a fabulous backflip off the back. Let's see. There she goes. Very excited. All right, all right. Well, we love it, we love it, we love it. Friends, it's been a really wonderful day with you. I think we're going to get the boat parade going. All right, I'm going to, I want to once again highlight our boat drivers. Our boat drivers are Chad Carlton, Tim Allen, Mark Minders, Amy Sharaj, Jeremy Bechtold, Dylan Strong, Jonathan Bechtel, Mary Williams, and Ruthie Paulson. We're so grateful to the boat drivers for all their hard work today, our safety boat and jet ski drivers, our dock masters, Jared Cobian, Leslie Mullins, Krista Minders, really the heart and soul of this thing, and of course, our wonderful leader, Adam Fellows. He's just an incredible team that goes into making this day happen. Now all the skiers are going to be jumping on the boats. They're going to be coming around to wave to the home fans one last time, and then we'll get off to the games. But what a pleasure! I'm honored to have hosted today. Glad you joined us. This is my favorite day of the year, and it's one of the best days anywhere in the country. I can guarantee it. I don't know where else this happens, but we're so fortunate to live here. I'm fortunate. My wife and I feel so blessed to have this community. We've been embraced in the relatively short time we've been here, and we just have so many great friends. We're gonna show you some of the people involved in this. We're gonna run the credits of the show, and we're gonna have the boat parade, and we're gonna show you everyone who's involved. So enjoy the credits. Okay. The boat parade's gonna come around first before we do those credits. They're out there. All right, now we're in the boat parade. Here come all the boats that were involved in today, and all the skiers waving to the crowd. Amazing, all the people. We have 135 skiers involved in the show today. Just an incredible effort by a lot of people. We're so proud to see all the great work that these kids and parents have done to make this show possible. Great job, boat drivers today. A lot of coordination there. It's really great stuff. And at the end of our parade, we're featuring our wonderful show director, Adam Fellows, in his last ski show. He'll still be involved in the club, but his last one as show director. He's passing the torch. What a great leader he's been. Just someone we all rallied around, and just a voice of reason in the chaos sometimes, and just a wonderful person. And we're just really thankful for his 9 years of running this show. He's been everything. Here come the end of the boat parade is our safety jet skis. Mary Williams and Ruth Paulson, they went out and chased people down during practice to keep them away from the course. And during this show, picked up skis and skiers and just kept everyone safe out there. So what a great day, great event. We'll move on with the rest of our festivities here on the 4th of July. It's been a wonderful day. Thankful to our whole tech crew for making this happen today. Amazing stuff. Just thrilled to be part of it. Just what a day at Lake Winnebago. Coming around the bend right now is the red, white, and blue pontoon with our illustrious leader, Adam Fellows, taking one last curtain call. Great run as show director. There he is, all his glory. There it is. There he is. We're going to make it a little. We're going to get the flamethrower from the top from Brad Korn. You never know. But I think Adam's right on the front there in his red, white, and blue overalls. He is the bomb. There's Adam, we're so thankful. Well, folks, what a day. We're just thankful that you joined us on this live stream for our first time ever in the Lake Winnebago Ski Show. I'm your host, Ken Foley, and I'm just really thrilled to have spent this time with you and this wonderful event. And thanks for being here. Have a wonderful 4th of July, and hope to see you next year.
We got an 80s pump-up mix. Get some 80s going. I know. What are we doing? You're up next? What's your name, buddy? Rex? Jarrett. Nice to meet you. Hey, where's our ropes at? Why is Dan bringing our ropes down? Ooh, we got a debacle now. 2 Zoes. How about a little applause on that, Doc? All right, there we go. Woo! Keep it PG. Until we watch the playback, and depending on what it is. Hey! Well, dude, was. Ow! You got a phone in your pocket? No.
And on today's episode of Chaos of Ski Practice, we have Mark and Jarrett in the water.
Hey, the water feels great. Feels great.
Attack your day and empty your bladder. Action. One for real. Go.
I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna make America great again. I'm just kidding. We're gonna save the 4th of July.
That's a little deeper than I realized here.